Over time, a growing number of men are veering away from the idea of marriage. They perceive it as an investment with diminishing returns, given the escalating divorce rates. Men's attitudes towards marriage are shifting. They're becoming less inclined to pursue it, either due to a lack of perceived benefits or a belief that the potential drawbacks outweigh any advantages. Numerous men are actively avoiding marriage, and can you really blame them? Marriage has become an enormous gamble. With failure rates hovering around 55 to 60% these days, it's akin to someone suggesting you board a plane with a 55 to 60% chance of crashing. Would anyone willingly take that risk? Not to mention, laws regarding cohabitation with a partner differ, and after a certain period, the court treats it as risky as formal marriage, especially if children are involved. The advantages of marriage have dwindled significantly. Why would I jeopardize custody of my children, my home, and my finances for someone who could potentially wreck my emotional and financial life just because they got bored or found someone else's attention more appealing? Let me share a story about a male friend who endured a brutal divorce a couple of years ago, only now beginning to regain his footing. He was deeply in love with a woman he would have moved mountains for. Yet, she divorced him after revealing her lesbian orientation. She had been cheating on him for 2 years, even during a vacation he funded. She confessed that she married him merely to placate her parents, and because he was an ideal choice due to his looks and financial stability. In the aftermath, she received widespread support and encouragement for living her truth, while he struggled through alimony and child support payments. He saw his children every other weekend, spiraled into depression, and battled alcoholism. Meanwhile, his ex-wife resided in the home he had financed with her new live-in girlfriend, who quit her job to allow the ex-wife to continue collecting alimony. After a grueling 2 years of legal wrangling, he finally secured shared custody. Many men will likely consider marriage when divorce laws change or when the government's influence diminishes. Currently, however, numerous men will opt to steer clear. Marriage, for me, translates to a legally binding contract laden with severe consequences, even with a prenuptial agreement. The aftermath of divorce is financially burdensome and often ruinous for men. Moreover, most women find prenups offensive, and they create complex power dynamics. The capacity to end a relationship holds considerably more sway for the party with greater stakes. The pressure becomes overwhelming. Additionally, most women desire elaborate weddings, which come with a hefty price tag. Even those who profess indifference towards such events might secretly yearn for them. Some men are content with physical intimacy and eschew the demands and responsibilities of commitment. For a man, there's virtually no upside to legal marriage. I'm diligently building my future, establishing a thriving business, accumulating wealth, and acquiring property. Why would I part with my hard-earned achievements because someone was part of my life for a few years, and, when things didn't work out, my efforts crumbled? Get a prenup, they say. Why, though, would I willingly sign one government document, a marriage license, that doesn't benefit me, only to then sign another government document, a prenup, to safeguard me from the first? Consult any divorce lawyer about men's experiences with divorce, and you'll quickly understand why more and more men are realizing its disastrous potential. The men I'm acquainted with who are married often seem discontent or burdened. They dedicate themselves to supporting their families, and as soon as the last child completes their education, the wife files for divorce. Another acquaintance has a stay-at-home wife with children. She monopolizes the garage and outdoor spaces, presenting him with an extensive list of tasks to tackle upon returning from work. He appears to have limited personal leisure time. I've also observed instances where wives commandeer entire bathroom counters with makeup and other items, leaving the guy with just a single drawer. Additionally, older married couples often seem distant, communicating little, and struggling with either unhappiness or monotony. I haven't encountered much that paints marriage as an attractive long-term prospect, and it seems like men bear the brunt if the marriage dissolves. In my personal experience, marriage holds virtually no downside for women, while the upsides for men are minimal at best. Among the numerous marriages I've witnessed ending, I've never observed the wife or soon-to-be ex-wife being disadvantaged unless one counts, as many do, receiving only the house and a substantial portion of his income as disadvantageous. In the event of divorce, the husband typically shoulders the primary financial burden, irrespective of the reason for the split. Did she cheat? Too bad, he should have been more attentive, attractive, and loving. Perhaps then she wouldn't have strayed. He can forgive her, and she might cheat again. Or he could relinquish half or more of everything he has worked his entire life to build. The issue isn't marriage itself that deters men. It's the legal overreach and the tendency of some women to emasculate men once divorce proceedings are initiated. Many women nowadays view marriage as a form of financial security. They exploit the court's proclivity to favor women and employ it to secure their financial future. Did he cheat? Well, he's labeled a scumbag who must surrender half or more of his lifelong achievements. Is she unhappy for any reason? Well, now he must change to sustain or create her happiness, or else surrender half of everything he has toiled for. Is he unhappy? Regardless of the cause, he's expected to endure the misery or forfeit half of everything. Can you spot the recurring pattern? Given all this, can you really question why many men choose to boycott marriage? And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.